I want to share something with you that I believe is going to change your perspectives significantly and give you the kind of momentum to live out this kingdom that God came to reestablish. War between the worlds. Luke 17 and 20 declares, and when he was demanded of the Pharisees when the kingdom of God should come, he answered them and said, the kingdom of God does not come with observation. Neither shall they say, lo, it's here, or lo, it's there. For behold, the kingdom of God is within you. Now, this text is disturbing, to say the least, in that it decimates the relevancy of religion and the traditions most Christians enjoy today. There is a conversation taking place between two persons, but more importantly, two ideologies. The Pharisees represent the religious order of the day, essentially just like our religious sect today. But Jesus represented the mind of God and his kingdom. John chapter 1 helps us to identify this. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Now we identified that this word means idea. So this idea was with God, and this idea was God. Later in that same text, it says, this idea or word became flesh. Let's also keep in mind the religious people of that day could not allow Jesus to live, or the mind of God to disrupt what they had established. A Pharisees in John chapter 3 came to Jesus. His name was Nicodemus. He was a member of the ruling council, not just a preacher, folks. He was in charge. He came to Jesus at night, and this is what he says. He refers to Jesus as Rabbi. We know that you are a teacher who has come from God. He's referring to the council. Obviously, they would have met. Obviously, they would have concluded this man has to be from God. For no one could perform the signs you are doing if God were not with him. My question then is, why come to Jesus at night? Why not publicly embrace him? Well, there are a few reasons. One, Jesus was not a part of their religious order. Two, his teachings was the polar opposite of theirs. Three, he associated with those the Pharisees scorned and rejected. Four, he decimated the religious dogma of the day. And five, he disrupted their economic structure. There are leaders today who seek to increase their way. They fear moving in the direction of their true conviction because it might cost them. They find consolation in believing that once they are accepted in the religious order, then they can make the impact they know is right. This, my friends, is deception. Most churches establish what is referred to as branding. They protect their brand. Now, branding is essentially a marketing scheme used to set an organization apart from everyone else. Capitalism gives birth to this. It's simply good business. Branding is the name, logo, colors, and a consistent characterization that promotes in the eye and mind of the public. Please note that Jesus did the opposite. Religion is a fabrication of a system created and supported by the world. Make no mistake, it appears as though the world is against religion. This is only for your benefit. Hear me carefully. The world needs religion to maintain the distraction, anesthetizing those who willingly submit to it. I want to point out a few key principles that destroys the insistence of religion. 2 Peter 1 and 3, His divine power has given us everything we need for godly life through our knowledge of Him who called us by His own glory and goodness. This has no religion involved. God is speaking about something that is intensely personal. 1 John 4 and 4, you dear children are from God and have overcome them, because the one who is where? In you is greater than. Psalms 1, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he what? Meditate day and night. It is intensely personal. Your journey is mastered when you obey the principles that God lays out for us.